Hello guys. Anna here, Heart of Match Guarantee. I hope I hope you can hear me good, better than Joe from the next room, because he's always speak very loud. How are you today? Yeah, it's our normal Sunday Q&A where you will be able to ask me any burning questions you have. And before we will just jump in it, I just want to remind you guys, if you doubt your chances now to meet Ukrainian ladies or just don't know about the process, feel free to reach out to me going to matchguarantee.com/register, choosing good day and time to have free consultation with me where I will answer all your questions about your chances, whatever, what fears or doubts you have. I'm happy to help, to discover it. Yeah. So how are you today? Hello. Tell me if you can hear me good. I did my audio, but I hope everything working. Yeah, my day started from coffee, not super healthy. How is your day? A little bit on sleepless night. May he wants to get married if there is someone. We are here. Yeah, mostly there is guys coming who would be happy to talk to you. Hilal, Phat. Yeah, too, because we have very helpful society here. Yeah, very friendly. Yeah, like working bees. Okay, so I don't know, until I waiting for your questions, I will just start from, I don't know, guys, if you ever wonder how much your relationship success in your relationship depends on your relationship with the parents. Have you ever heard about this, researched this? And yeah, it's a big topic. Big topic. I think I will do several separate videos about this, because it's something that you need to be aware. And if there was a problematic childhood where you felt I don't know, there is different forms of how parents possibly could express their love to you, but it can be very mixed feelings when child feel loved, but at the same time there is fear of loneliness, there is fear of being like afraid of being alone, or when parents too much like over care about you, like too much express like don't give you any like freedom and too much overwatch you, or opposite, they just don't care about you, they just like, yeah, well, still good morning. Yeah, so this whole thing, they just basically, when we're looking for love, it's all the things that we experience in our childhood. If we're not aware, I mean, all these experiences from childhood, we just looking in adult love, in adult life, because it's everything that we know about life, love. Yeah. So from one side you feel, you love parents, from another side you feel all these insecurities, and mixed of these feelings, it's everything about how you perceive love. And if potential partner can you give you, if you have this kind of experience in your childhood, you're looking for partner who will give you I don't know, problematic relationship where you will feel sad for yourself, you will feel poor, you will feel, and it will be your satisfaction, so it's not healthy relationship, summarizing it. So if that's kind of experience you go through, then you need to work on this fixing, accepting the idea that your parents, you cannot choose parents, but you can choose your life partners, that's a reality. And you cannot change, your parents was who they was, and they give you what they could give you. You cannot change this. You just have to accept this. And again, accept, it doesn't mean agree with this, but it just accept as a, because when you not accept your parents, it's basically you don't accept yourself. And that's where the problem started. Okay, so let's see. Ron asks, so where are Ukrainian women now since the war is going on? All women, they in different countries. Most of them in Europe. I would say most in Poland, but actually they just spread all around Europe, and some of them go even to Canada or America. It depends on where they have relatives or any kind of, I don't know, friends or support, or where, like everybody planning on something long term, because nobody knows when the war will finish. So if, for example, woman has a child, for example, and she knows that he needs to get education in close future, like let's say 13 or something, she choose country where it's possibility for future education. So it's very depends on many factors. But anyway, all our clients now who come today to meet our ladies, they go not to Ukraine, but to Europe, of course. Yeah, it's so where they meet. Sometimes they even travel in Europe. It can be very romantic dating, but our model changed. It's not like men just go blindly, meeting different ladies in different countries. No, we just do one at a time introduction in distance, and men build a relationship with her in distance, and then after 1 or 2 months of distance relationship, he just come and they bring the relationship on a new level. And this model works very, very good. I would say even better than before, because sometimes, like before, we have experience when guy come to Ukraine, everybody there, all girls there, so he have limited time, like, I don't know, vacation for 7, maximum 10 days. And he meet 5 ladies, for example, and then he said, or it's too much, I cannot handle this anymore, and like I like already 3 girls, I don't know how to choose right, and I want to get to know them more, but I have very limited time. So basically, yeah, it was like 2-3 days, and then he fly back and continue conversation in distance. And yeah, some relationship work through. Now it's reverse. First you get to know each other, and you meet and you're not in this. For some guys it was super challenging, being split between several girls, being able not to mix different things from different dates, information, not mix different names, and be very foxy about if you cannot meet with the lady you like, but you go on another date, and like how to make it so you will not offend her, hide this information. So it was very tricky and difficult for some guys. Yeah, so now we don't need it. See, we know who is with whom in relationship, and we just don't bother with if other men choose lady and ask to introduce, she's in a relationship, so we don't touch her. At the same time, also men, we don't send profile to her, right? And men also, we don't do multiple introductions, so he's focused on one specific lady to make the relationship works. Okay, there is a problematic childhood can affect him, her negatively into adulthood. There has been numerous studies and evidence on that. A child needs good role models, both masculine and feminine. Yes, the nice guys in outdoors. Thank you for your comment. It's yeah, not saying it applies to everyone, but it's a factor. Yes, it's not applies, but I mean, if a person aware, like Okay, I will give you example. I went to manicure in Kiev a long time ago, and the woman who was doing manicure to me, she said, I just like don't know what's going on with me. And I say, what happened? And she said, I always choose very, very like, guys who treat me very badly. And I say, what you mean? Like, and she started to tell me about a relationship with a Turkish man that she was in. It was like, for me, it was even scary to hear what was going on there. Like, he was crazy jealous. And, for her, it's like, she said, I cannot be with a man if he not jealous. I just don't feel loved. And then she said, I go to him to Turkey and he broke my passport or something like, literally. And she has to borrow money to come back to Ukraine. And after this, he even come to Ukraine. And I mean, it was not enough for her, even she borrowed a lot of money to be able to come back to Ukraine to do passport or something like expenses to buy tickets for crazy percent. So it was a very like dramatic story. For me, it was like, I don't remember if he beat her, but it was already like too much. But and she said, I understand with my brain that something wrong with me. If I'm looking for, like, I hear happy stories of happy relationship, completely like healthy, but I just, when I meet good man, who treat me good, I just don't have attraction to him. And like, I don't know what to do. So basically, yes, it's her relationship in childhood with it can be with mother, but also with father, mostly with father, but also can be case that it was with mother. It's very difficult childhood where she have mixed feelings and mixed understanding what is love. Like, if her father, for example, was forgetting when her birthday, you know never congratulate her, like parents split, or forget her like forever, or these cases, it's everything that she knows about love, because it's she child unconditionally love their parents. Doesn't matter what, you see the stories of orphanages who, like, for life, have open heart to meet and wanted to find their mother and father, and ask them why they live, and they want to be. It doesn't matter if they adopted, in a good family, they still have this, big, desire to meet their biological father and mother. It's something, yeah. And then when parents behave like this, it's his broken understanding about what is love, and he's looking for, such a treatment. That's a problem. So if you see that you, and how you understand in healthy relationship or no, if relationship bring you all time big pain, when you, it means you need to fix something, in yourself, work with yourself, because I mean, it's normal to have conflicts. It's the way how healthy, even healthy relationship uh, grow and develop. But it's not just like should be that it's like non-stop conflict. There is nothing, just conflict. It's not healthy when you, okay. um okay, what's here? hmm I hope you enjoy having a blessed weekend along with the children, and you look lovely. Thank you, Karis. Yeah, I hope we will do something today. For a long time, we're trying to go to circus. Maybe today will be our day. Do all Ukrainian women have traditional values, or just the ones from the countryside? Which woman would be better to choose? Um, in most cases, again, if we talk about Ukrainian ladies, they have traditional values, and that's why it's very hard for them now when they kind of, flee out of Ukraine, to meet men with the traditional values, because it's not popular anymore, in the world. And when they face this, they like, what's going on? When they see a man who is, I don't know, offers them different type of relationship, but nothing about serious relationship with a possibility, commitment to marriage, so it's just blow their mind. So you talk about general, but again, if lady, she live in a big city, she's kind of more developed, and I wouldn't call this westernized, but it's like, I will do video, very cool video soon about ladies -1, ladies 0, and ladies plus. Who is this? And their qualities. And so if you want lady who is like super traditional, and she's like all her life goals is just like to make sure that all people around you happy, it's probably from the countryside, bigger probability to meet. But if you want to meet a lady who have her own passion in life, have work that she loves to do, and but again, please don't compare Ukrainian lady who love to work and have passion to Western woman, because they still feminine and they want to have men, and they're very traditional, but they want to find a partner who at least equal to themselves or upper. So it's maybe you would call it strong woman, but it's not strong what you perceive in the West. It's woman who knows what is love to herself. That's why she knows how to give love to other people. She don't live in a victim position. She she respects herself, knows how to respect man. She has her own boundaries, and she has her own passion in life. So this kind of woman you can meet more in, I believe, in bigger cities, because what big cities do mostly, again, I talk about general, yeah, it doesn't mean that you cannot meet this in small cities. In big cities, if a lady even grew up in small city, she come to like realize her potential, to find her job of her dream or something, to big cities, because there is much more opportunities for that. But again, it's not if she even have great career, it doesn't mean she's happy to cut men's balls or something. No, she wants in harmonic, great relationship. And this, I would say, most of our ladies in database, it's realized women who know, self-worth, who love themselves, who respect themselves. That's why they know all of this, and they know how to give this to partner. If a woman doesn't know what is love to herself, it's very difficult to give somebody else love, right? Yeah. What else? I think here, like Michael, better to like look at area where you live. For example, if you live in a countryside, so you better look into countryside woman from Ukraine, because it will be much more easier for her to live in a countryside. But if a woman was living in all her life, was born in a big city, and then she need to move to, like, I don't know, 5,000 people village, it will be difficult for her. If she grew up in small society, then moved to Kiev, so she's kind of can feel good in both cases, in small village or no, in big city. So yeah, better to look on your lifestyle, so you'll find better match for you. Good morning. I'm already married. I wish I was retired. I'd be there dating lovely Ukrainian woman for a long-term relationship. Joan, Antonia. You changed photo, yeah, Joan? But if you work, you don't have vacations like all people. I mean, to start to date, you don't need even physically go there, but of course you need to have a plan to meet her with a I don't know 1-2 months. But then because of war, borders for Ukrainian people, they just open. It's much easier actually to establish relationship and then continue to develop it in your hometown. So I don't see here problems, Joan. All blocks in our mind, we all created it. When we say we cannot, it means we don't want. And you need to ask yourself why you don't want. There is always behind this some, I don't know, or bad past experience, or things that blocks you from making steps, because every time when we want, we actually do. We actually do. We've been very active. We do things that are important for us. That's true. And our actions always tell much more loud than our words and what we think we want. Our actions always show the true intention about different things. Okay, Karis ask Anna, just have a question. Why is it most men, no matter what country you go, to think that money is a power flex and they can buy women? I never understood, but maybe you and Joe can answer it. I believe that men who say this, that you can, that money, this, everything that you need for like any woman, nothing else. This man who writes this, I believe in unfortunately, in reality, they don't have money first, because if they would have, they realize it's not help. And second, they don't know who's woman and how to build a relationship with her, because in reality, it's not the thing that help you to build a relationship with any woman in the world. I mean, it's help you to establish certain 1 hour relationship when you pay for some services, but it's nothing about serious relationship with a perspective of being, with a perspective to find wife, because for this kind of commitment, every normal, healthy woman, she's looking for a partner who, who is great match for her, I don't talk about other women. I know Ukrainian women, and for them, it's the most important. It's love, and if they just don't love men, doesn't matter how wealthy he is. It's a very small percent who will go for such a marriage. Just live with somebody who you want to look at. Okay, not a woman, but something like this. It's girls who don't love themselves, and with problems with self-esteem, and who, I don't know, wants to prove somebody in, because of not healthy self-esteem, making such a marriage. And it's nothing about love, just like often men with money who think they can buy a woman is often trying to compensate for something they lack. Money provides freedom, but it's not everything. He can find a sugar baby or gold digger, but men, good women, are not money hungry trophies. Yeah, thank you, the guys next door. That's true. It's a sugar baby or gold digger. You see, in this, there is nothing about love and true, desire to be together. So I will every time smile when I see such a comment that, oh, what you talk about, like when I explain guys how to conquer heart, these things, and they all like, what you talk about, why so much information, just be honest, tell that everything you need to money. Because I'm honest, because I don't believe that everything you need. Yes, I don't say that a man who is broke can be successful with Ukrainian woman, because her first need is safety and security. And then again, if you talk about quality women, they're not looking for, to be babysitting some man who is, they want to find partner who equal to them. I have better realization, which is normal. And of course, if he's broke, it's not time to find partner. You need to take care about you know you coming back to being captain of your ship, to take care about your. And plus, it's not when you broke, what you feel, you just complete victim, and it's not mindset that ever will be, woman Ukrainian will have attraction to, victim. And actually guys also, it's what interesting, that when I will do this video about woman -0 and plus, there is also man, -0 and plus. And when man like 0, he wants woman plus, it doesn't work like this, When man live in complete victim, perception of himself, and he wants very like woman with healthy self-esteem and who is leading, like live like a leader, okay, leader. She's know what he wants in life, and also about men, and she wants a man who also know what he wants in life, to see if there is you know if it can be great union where two people help to grow each other, because healthy relationship is always about developing two people in relationship, so if this victim come to this lady wants to be introduced and start to cry about all his problems and blaming other people, she's just like, no, thank you. If you want to catch this woman, then you need to be, you need to be that version of yourself. You need to be man plus, if you want to be with woman plus, because otherwise it doesn't work. And actually she will not appear in your life, maybe for one date at the maximum, because it's very different mindset. And have you ever had a client that didn't have any woman like his profile? What do you guys do in that situation so long as they look better than a monkey? Have you ever had a client that didn't have any woman? We have had because that get 0 from 10 our ladies that want to meet him, but it's such case, there is always a good reason. Number one reason, it's one guy not realistic about whom he choose. Yeah, so we say about analyzing our happy couples, that who get married with us. It's was age gap was normally within 15 years. So but we cannot tell you, listen, like, if he choose ladies like 18 or 20 years age gap, we can introduce, we don't limit you. But then if man choose all ladies like 20 years age gap, 25, and he gets 0 or at maximum 1, it's just like it's lower his chance, because um, Ukrainian women, it's very too much for them, because between Ukrainian couples, again, it's 7 years age gap. Then the other reason that makes also like working with ethnic clients, they have less success rate. I mean, not success rate, but introduction, acceptance, rejection rate. So they need to choose more ladies to get the same number of yeses that average European guy. So, I mean, with European look. What we do, we just continue work until, and if guy open for our suggestion, because we know, our ladies, and we can recommend, then it's can be very fruitful, and yeah. So the other reason, I don't know, when, for example, man, can be even good looking, but like he's have lower than average life of living, but he choose the top beautiful ladies, and they have also can have a great career, or just from, I don't know, rich family or something. So they've been rejected. I mean, because they have many men to choose from, they like ask, okay, why I mean, it's not always like he's good looking. Okay. So, I mean, this also can be the case. Yeah, but most of cases it's about Hilal Bhat. Are you from India, Hilal? If you're from India, you live in India. The better for you, just wait until war finished and just come to Ukraine. I don't know, to get education or something, where you will live around Ukrainian ladies. It's much better chance for you to meet your lady there. Good morning. Please define what you mean when you talk about traditional Ukrainian women. Are you referencing moral values? It's not only values, but of course it's include values about families. Yeah. Again, having if this single mom, for example, yeah, she wants to create a family because, again, she wants to have healthy example, first of all, for healthy. Okay, let's start from, she wants to be happy, with her life partner. She don't give up on herself. She wants to find her love. But then if she has children, for example, she wants them to have good example, and of healthy relationship. Those in future they will create also healthy families. Joseph, can you please turn off? It's too loud. I can hear myself in another room. It's too loud. About traditional women. So traditional, yeah, it's serious about moral values here, but also about her role in a family. Like she don't want to be a man, in the family. She wants to be a woman, and she's happy with her role. She's happy with that she was born as a woman, and she don't pretend she's and do like this, I'm a woman, I can do like a man. I can compete with you. No, not it's very opposite. It's like I am I don't know how to say. It's like not. I'm tender. I need strong man to be beside me. That strong rock, and I'm happy with it, with my tenderness. Yes, I can take care about myself. I'm not a victim. Or something. I'm realized, but I'm not talking about me. I just talk about picture of the traditional woman. Yeah. But I want, I want to have men who will, about whom I will take care, and in return he will take care about me. It's like exchange of energy, happiness, and yeah. So that's what I mean by traditional woman who likes to cook, uh, create from your cave, very cozy place where you will enjoy when you come back from, work. When you need somebody to talk, release your stress, she will be there. She will be supporting you. She's number one fan about your life purposes and supporter, and woman who can give encouragement and all of that things that I mean by traditional woman. It's not like I have my own goals and its goals uh, first, so please we'll just live together, like this. It's a very like kind of team um, relationship. Reminds me more like team in healthy relationship. Woman also needs to love, admire, respect the man she is with. Yes, yes, of course. So there is a great book which calls Love and Respect, um, written by Christian couple, and it's the book starts from remember this song, Beatles, all we need is love, love, love. And they say, oh, it's not true, it's not the only one thing we need. Like in relationship, woman needs to feel loved, the main thing, but man is his foundation, need to be respected by woman. So it's an energy, it's a circle, you know. So if woman doesn't feel loved, she have hard time to be happy in this relationship. But then if man doesn't feel respected by his woman, oh, please, yeah, this relationship no go, also don't have any possibility to exist. So I mean, to survive many. So yes, I agree with you, John, but yeah, depends on different love languages. Yeah, there is 5 love languages. Each man you write admire, because probably your love language, it's a word of affirmation, probably you very much need it, to woman who can give you this, but there is 5 different love languages that each person feels by different actions feel loved. Yeah, somebody needs a partner who all touch him. There is a very big physical contact in these couples, and you can see these people around, couples who like I remember I was flying, and we was together flying with Joseph to Egypt, and there was next couple sitting, and they was all their trip holding hands, like never all trip like hold hands, and they already like I don't know many years together, like 20 Ukrainian couple. I talked to them, or more even, yeah. And but looks like they just meet, but because of touch language, probably both for both of them works. So also when woman, I mean for men, love language, it's an act of service. When woman cook for you, or do things for you, or maybe work together with you, it's also like doing things together. It's another way how men can feel loved. So we all have gifts, and probably you guys all know about this book, but I go briefly. um, Quality time, yeah. In most cases it's woman love language, very often, because men more spend time at work, and sometimes when he don't have any time to spend with his woman, like she don't feel loved, yeah, which is very important in the relationship. And last one, I go through, I said 4, yeah. So now, I start to worry. It's okay. uh, and gifts, yeah, gifts. Oh, you see, I forget about gifts because it's my least important love language. That's why. But some girls, a lot actually, girls in Ukraine, they have this gifts love language. Our daughter, small one, she has this love language. I see every time when she like, for adult, she need touches, and for small gifts. And I don't know from where it's, when it starts. And so if a man the same, different ways of how he can feel loved. How to get it in touch with Ukrainian girl? Apollonio, you just if you if you want to do it on your own, which is very can be very terrible journey, and will be postponed to until war will finish in Ukraine. You can just go to Ukraine. I don't suggest you go now. Of course, it's dangerous. And I honestly don't believe that. Not don't believe, but there is a very small percent who from girls who stay now in not okay. There is imagine okay. There is ladies who live in Western Ukraine where it's relatively safe, but there is if you go to the eastern part, of course there is they in survive mode. There is nothing about open to meet their soulmate. They just not in this emotional state. So yeah, or you can use our services. Our guys now they meet our ladies in Europe, and they just start distance relationship. Everything that you need to do, just go to matchguarantee.com/register and book good time for you to find out, have free consultation with us where we'll answer your question, how the process going on, and yeah, how you can proceed with us. Okay, Apollonia. I hope I answer. Okay, there's so many guys writing. What is a love language? Tony Chow. There is a book written by Harry Chapman, Five Live Languages. It's a very short book, like, I don't know, maybe you can complete it in 1 hour, but very, very valuable. So, yeah, you just can find it and read it and do quiz. So basically, there is five live languages, and all of us have all five, but we have one primary, but then we have secondary or can be sometimes on the second play two love languages, so you do quiz, you see what's the most important for you. So it just give you an idea how to build relationship with your partner, and it's very great if you start relationship with a partner, so she will also do quiz, so that how to act with your partner, her love languages, she knows your love languages, and basically you just create you do actions according to your love languages that both help you to feel loved. uh, this book save many marriages, who just stuck in this problem. They kind of love each other, but then looks like they just speak to each other different languages, like literally they feel this way, like for example, woman has quality time, but then man all time bring her gifts, and she say, I love her, I bring her gifts because I work too much, but actually she it's not something that makes her happy, because her love language is quality time. She just better you just do take 1 day off and spend quality time with her, because this gift cannot replace her need of feeling loved by spending time with him. And the same about men. So every one of us have different love languages. It's very good to know about yours, and when you start relationship, and the compatible partners, couples, they have one language crossing. Like for example, I have touch love language as my secondary, but for Joe it's number one. So it's a good match here. But if you can imagine, like if man has touch love language, and then he's in relationship with woman where for her touch language may be lost, so every time when he try to, I don't know, hold her hand, and she's like, don't know why you do this, like don't want, and it's very painful relationship. So yeah, here should be compatibility, and it's one of instrument that we are now using to also discover our potential introduction, to see if they have compatibility here. But it's just one instrument. We use several. We now implementing this, and yeah, it's a proven method that our goal to do, as to make this journey for guys as smooth as possible, and effective as possible, because we see guys who've been with us very lucky, who met their wife on the first date, and we want all guys have such an amazing experience, because sometimes, it's required every each introduction, it's like, it's very how to say, need a lot of patience and trust, if it doesn't work. Like, I mean, it's your main resource, which is time and yeah, energy, to build up. You every time like an open book start relationship, and if this person not very much compatible to you, it's like wasting of time, and time, as you know, it's not recovering resource, right? So yeah, we go into mode of super effective introduction. Do you guys know your ladies' love language, and do you use that information to help better match your clients? I know my love language. Would it information help in the process? Yeah, I just answer Michael this. Yeah, we know this, and plus we add to these two more instruments. Actually, three. So it will be very full picture of. There is, always will be in relationship things to work on, but the better compatibility will be there, more, easy this relationship will, go through. I mean, this love languages is interesting. I need to read more into it. Now I have something to read tonight. Great, Tony. I'm happy that you discovered this today. Love language is basically a manufacturer's instructional manual of how to make the individual partner happy. Yeah, but how to make each other happy, in relationship. It's already important when there is many, components of it, and this one of it. Yeah. Yeah, compatibility, it's great things to see potential, but then it's not just like a magic pill that, like, okay, I will be introduced to best match of me, so my relationship will go go happy without any of my, like, without me being there, being in a relationship on your own, like one masculine man, it always will be, area a relationship. It's like, okay, I'm sorry, something. Masculine men don't trouble their woman with issues that negatively impact their home we persevere and just get the job done. Don't worry, lady. Yeah, agree with you, John. Yeah, relationship, like in any area of our life, it takes your energy, time, efforts to make it work. Like you start business and then you let it go. Don't care what will be with this business. In time. I mean, okay, if you will organize somehow that it will be the right team running it, it's one thing. But when you just and the relationship the same. Yes, woman should be feminine. Harmonic couple is when everybody have their role right. There is you can find I heard about, like, I mean, I met, actually not heard, I met a woman in Ukraine who was very, like, kind of, it's very rarely, I mean, you can meet, but anyway, a woman who was very successful in their career. They very have, like, kind of Western mindset and personality, and they come to training to how to increase their femininity in them, because they say, we have money, but because we so strong, like, workers, and we, like, very have, like, more man's nature, and it's how they behave in relationship with no respect to a man. And they say normal healthy man just cannot handle this. So they've been in a relationship with weak man who is okay with, she's cutting ball of him, but at the end of the day she say, I'm so unhappy in this relationship, I just want to change it. I just, like, I, like, feel I live in a woman's body, but I'm a man, and it's not something, like, organically fits to each other. I came here in a woman's body, so she come on a training how to become a woman, how to learn, and but it's amazing because in Ukraine a lot of feminine women, but they always go into training how even to increase your femininity in you. And this situation, like I described, it's more exceptional. And those ladies, they basically, they understand something wrong and they want to fix it. That their idea. They're not happy with how situation all works. In your opinion, can a traditional Ukrainian woman be a woman without strong moral values? Maybe moral values about what? I think I would not separate these things. I think traditional Ukrainian woman and moral values, it would be part of uh, her beliefs. Yeah, but traditional Ukrainian woman is something bigger, bigger. I think person. I think values. It's a very, like, very foundation of relationship. People's values, and these values should match. People have. I mean, to have. Uh, to have a great future together, these things, it's very fundamental for relationship. If I don't know, I try to, like, if woman like, for example, I will talk about me. I my values not allow me to be with successful man if he makes his money hurting other people, you know. So but for maybe for other women it will be okay, so these things should very basic, it should match, and it's nothing about traditional, um, and or for example, uh, I wouldn't be okay with a man who will tell me, okay, like, I mean, I wouldn't be okay if men cheat me or something if he don't have these values, if he uh, for him it's just like, listen, there is some men in Ukraine who say, listen, it's my nature, it's my nature, I'm hunter, by my nature, so you should be okay with me sometimes having fun, I had guy who, when I was young, who told me I should be okay with this. So I said, no, I will not be okay with this, and never. So I said goodbye. We have very different values, and I will not never be happy, with this kind of treatment in relationship. But again, it's family values, yes. Um, being being faithful in relationship, but I don't know if we can include faithfulness to traditional values. Yeah, probably. So values, it should something that definitely where your relationship starts to see if you have matching values, matching goals in life, you know like for example, if woman doesn't want children, but for man it's the main, the main life goal, it's a deal breaker, so how you can be super traditional but you don't have here match, because it's uh, so these things, it's very important. Sorry, I don't. If your social environment surrounded with a masculine woman, you will see more of them, but it depends on your self definition of masculine woman. Mhm. You can count on woman to be woman if her man is lacking, and she feels he is not the best she can do. She shouldn't be surprised if she seeks better option. I actually, okay. Western woman needs course is how to be more feminine and not so masculine. That is what is hurting our society today, and more men that are masculine are seeking a feminine woman somewhere else. Yeah, but I think that this course will not be very needed, in a Western society, because the problem that I think, um, you know, how to say, this woman that I meet, who was in very strong masculine energy in Ukraine, she feels she's not happy with this and she wants to fix it. But I don't think Western women, they feel there is a problem, they're happy with this. It's a very different mindset, Uh, I mean, I never been in the West, but it's everything that I see in films, like that actually also reflect the culture and ideas. And I mean, now my Ukrainian, some of Ukrainian friends who live now in Europe, they share with me this perception, and they were wonder. It's very different world from everything they experience in Ukraine. So they like, hmm? So yeah, it's, you want them to become more feminine, but they happy with their um, with how they live. So, and person cannot change nothing if he's, you can change if you see, if you feel you're not happy with this and there is a problem, you want to fix it. But if you feel it's okay, I'm happy with everything, then it's a problem. Joseph, what you do? Okay, what was? Mm-hmm. Yes, it's essential. Here, many feminine women in the West, it all depends on your self definition on feminine woman. Most feminine Western women look for high value potential husband that match their value. Hmm. I don't know, and if many, um, maybe Anton Chan, I don't know where you guys are finding the masculine Western ladies, but the one I met are pretty feminine. This is just my experience. Hmm. It's I don't know. I never been in the West. I don't know, but I know that it's very different world, and I know that our ladies who now moved because of war to the West, and they like experience living on other planet because of their traditional expectation and traditional values. So they they many of them join us to asking to help you know good traditional men because I don't know, you guys right here, you meet a lot of not like not traditional, not feminine woman, but you see feminine Ukrainian woman who lives now in the West, and she has problem to meet serious, good traditional man. So it's interesting, right? If feminine women were so prevalent, a Western man wouldn't be seeking a partner from other countries. I'm a little unsure about Ukrainian ladies because I hear some prefer a man macho who takes change their controls, while others prefer foreign men as they've seen as more flexible and engaging. I don't know if flexibility it's it's something that really helps in relationship with a Ukrainian woman, uh, or I would say super flexibility, uh, because it's not perceived as a very like very manly feature. Uh, but anyway, I I I partly agree with you, Lee, because some of our women who get married with our clients, I remember we have some interview with them even here on our Match Guaranty channel, and one of the ladies, she said, I cannot imagine myself being married to Ukrainian man because of they very like very like this, uh, and I'm more open-minded, and I'm looking for a partner who will be also like maybe not super traditional also, but because I'm not super traditional or something like this. No, basically, I don't know how, and I don't know how to tell you this, but I also cannot see myself a lot being married to Ukrainian man because of I believe that ladies who join our agency, they kind of, they more open-minded, they more, and it's not easy to meet men, who will have the same, like kind of kind of open-minded position, life position, in general, yeah. So, Lee, what you wrote, I understand. I just cannot find right words to describe what I feel now when I read this, but I found here, truth too. Oh, I don't agree. I understood masculine. We have a debate here today. I understand masculine and feminine energy. And if it flips, it's not natural. And the man will be unhappy and the woman will be unhappy because the roles flipped. Okay, Michael. Yeah, it's true. We have these 7 chakras. And when women live like a man, working hard, and she's in a relationship with man, there cannot be 2 people, um, 2 people and 2 okay, one super I don't know my word. They change the roles, cannot be 2 super strong, it's like cannot be 2 men in a relationship. Okay, it can be, but it's another story. If men have traditional sexual orientation and he wants to be in a relationship with woman, and when she behaves like a man, he cannot handle this. This relationship doesn't work. Somebody become a woman. So if woman behave like a man become kind of a woman, because the chakra starts to work different direction. I mean, he become very weak. Maybe he, I don't know, if they have a children, he take mother roles, taking care about children or something. Anyway, they switch the roles. But the idea that normally, you can find couples who is okay with this, they figure out the way how to be happy in this relationship. But we talk about majority, and in majority cases, not one partner, not another doesn't have, not happy with this, they just feel something wrong, and they want honestly, they want different, when a woman very strong, she's providing, very often she lose respect to a man, and healthy man, let's honest, he wouldn't be with a woman who would not respect him, or treat him like, I don't know, piece of shit. Is something really bad, or it's acceptable to say on live street? I'm sorry. But a man with not healthy self-esteem, or very weak man, broke man, he will be okay with this, kind of treatment. So again, we talk about healthy relationship, or we're talking about relationship where 2 broke people a little bit in different ways meet. There are several reasons why Western men are seeking for foreign women. Masculine woman is just one of many reasons. Yeah, Joan, I would say number 1 reason, it's beauty. Yeah, tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Slavic beauty very well known in the world. And it's how Ukrainian women say. Ukrainian men live in this and just don't appreciate this until they travel and see how things going in different countries, So after this, they become more appreciative about flower garden that they live in. So I think this the number 1 real reason, they come for beauty, but then with this beauty, it's not only outside beauty, but then inner beauty. So it's 2 in 1 package.
Mutual gender feelings, happy relationship. We are all born into this world to experience joy and love. Happy relationship. This guided hypnotherapy will help you to attract real, sincere love. The partner that fits you in the best way possible. A woman sent to you from above.
I almost fell asleep. So guys, it's yeah, just decided to give me a break. So it's my hypnotherapy that I create for you guys to help you to create, your happy, fulfilling relationship, life partner, these pictures first in your mind. Because when you can feel it, you can imagine this, it's where, from where everything starts. If you're not able to do this, then, it's very hard to, to make it realize in the real life. So do this meditation for like 40 days, doing this at night when you just go before you're going to sleep. Listen to it and imagine while you're listening your relationship and everything. It's a natural magnetic way of attracting, your great partner, your soulmate. Yeah. So I will include this hypnotherapy in description below, and maybe in comments, in pinned comments, so you can go follow and start do this simple practice, okay, of attracting your best match.
Match Guarantee is the real deal. Match Guarantee kicks ass.
Somebody hungry, Joseph Hungry wants me to come back home. Okay, guys, thank you for debate that we have today. Very fun live stream. Yeah, thank you for your comment, being super active. And I just want to remind you one more time, if you have doubts or fears or don't know how the process, how it's everything working, feel free to go to matchguarantee.com/register, choose good day and time to have consultation with me, and where I will answer your questions. So yeah, and don't forget to enjoy life. Have a happy Sunday. Yeah, I wish you have a good day, great day today, and all rest days of your life. Okay, see you next Sunday. Bye.
Never stop to dream about something. If you really want to do something and want to receive something in your life, everything is possible. Yeah.
Just gotta dream.
It doesn't matter from which country we are. It's just we find out each other. Yes. I suppose that we are out there. We are soulmates. Yeah. And then just to wish happy to everyone who will join, who will apply to your agency and something like this. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah, very happy.